Hi everyone, it's Tammy with Tammy's Crafty Creations, and I'm coming to you today with a craft fair project. It is craft fair season for me, and so I have been working hard trying to get some things ready for a couple of craft fairs that I have coming up at the end of October and November. And one of the things that I come up with for my October craft fair is this cute little pumpkin box. And it has some candy in it, and it's got the little pumpkin on both sides. This pumpkin here, I used my Cricut Explorer to cut this design out, and then I added one little extra thing here, this little oval, to make this design complete, to give it more of a 3D effect. I wanted a 3D pumpkin, and so I did that, and then I designed up a box to be able to put the candy down in it. And in it is got some little Werther's Original Chewy Caramels. I found these cute little pumpkin spice caramels that are actually really good, that I wanted to put in to my bags to sell for my craft fair. So I'm going to show you how I came up with this. I'm not going to show you the Cricut design space part. Most of you guys probably know how to use that, but I did get this pumpkin design, with the exception of this oval, from the Cricut design space. I cut it out, and this is what you get when you purchase the actual design. You get the leaf, and then you get the pumpkin, and then, like I said, I added an oval to give more of a 3D effect for my pumpkin. So the paper that I used is just simple. I like to use the Michael's Recollections, and they usually come in these cute little packs of holiday. This is Spice Market. I've actually had this paper for a while, but it comes in like, these are like fall colors, so you get like the fall colors pack, and they have like a Christmas holiday pack and things like that. So I use this paper to cut out, actually, for all my for the box and for the design of the pumpkin. So I use that, and then I use this raffia here I got from the Dollar Tree. It's just like, it comes in a pack of 3, and so I'm using a little bit of that. And I have a green Chanel stem. You'll need some scissors, some glue. I am using some of this score tape. It's 1/4 of an inch to help put the box together. It holds well, so any kind of adhesive you might want to use that holds well. I'm also stuffing the box with some of this paper filler to help give some dimension to the box on the bottom. And of course, you'll need your candy. I have mine set ready to go in a goodie bag, little clear goodie bag I got from the Dollar Tree. I also use dimensionals on the back. It's the Stampin' Up! Dimensionals to pop up my 3D pieces that I'm adding. I also put a little piece of it on the leaf as well, so I'll use Stampin' Dimensionals for that. And I'm using a scoreboard to make the box, so if you have a scoreboard, you might want to get it out. I'll give you the dimensions of the box that I make. It's simple, nothing special, but it's just, I designed it for this particular thing because this is the size I was looking for. And I do believe that's it, so we'll get on to it. I went ahead and had already cut out my my pumpkins, and I glued it. Kind of, you know, when it cuts out in layers, and I had a yellow layer, orange layer, and the leaf and stem came in as one layer, and I was able to slice the stem out and change the color of the stem to brown because I didn't want a green stem. So you get your layers, and you cover. They also have a polka dot one like this, was really cute too, but I like the chevron. So you cut out your layers of your pumpkin and glue them together like so. The stem and the yellow and the orange are all 3 layers, and then you would add your dimensions to the back of your oval. And I'm going to go ahead and pull the backing off of the dimensionals. Okay, and then I'm going to attach it to the center of my pumpkin. It gives it a nice 3D effect, kind of finishes it out. And then for the leaf, what I did is, because I'm laying it on the top like this, I added a dimensional under here, right about where it's going to lay on this bottom layer, and then I just glued on the back of the leaf for the top layer. So I'm going to just add a little bit of glue back there, and then add me a dimensional right about in there. And then I'm just going to try to attach it to where the dimensional doesn't show on the back of this piece here, because the back will show a little bit of it whenever you attach it to your box. And I got to do 2 of those because I put them on the front and the back. So let me get this one ready. corners off. And I'm going to attach it down. And then I'm going to add a little bit of glue to the back of my leaf. And then add a dimensional about the center there. It's backing off. And we're going to add it to the back, or add it to the front of our pumpkin here, like so. Make sure the dimensional's not showing. And you have a two cute little pumpkins with leaves. Okay, so now we're going to work on our box, and we're going to start on the long side here. We're going to score our paper that is 4.5 by 10.5. We're going to make our first score at 3.5. So draw our score line down, and then our next one's at 5, and then 8.5, and then at 10. Okay, and now we are going to turn our paper. And let me scooch in just a little bit here. Remember how to use my camera. Okay, and I'm going to move my board here. Okay, now on the short side here, our score lines are 2.5 all the way down, and then 4. Make sure you get in the right spot. Okay, and then we also have a score line on 3, but we're only going to score to this score line here. This here is the base of our box. I don't want to score completely through the base. I want it to look clean. So we're going to start at the 3 and score down just to that score line of the base there. And then on the bottom, what we're going to do is we're going to start here at this score line, which is the 2.5 mark. And we are going to count over 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That is 3 right there, 3 inches. Make a little mark. And then go up all the way to the base of the box. So we have our score marks there. Get the scoreboard out of the way. Now our next step is to go through and trim out the pieces we don't need. My lighting's not great here, so bear with me. Get this little paintbrush. So we are going to be cutting pretty much from here. All this here will be cut out on this side, and then on this side here we are going to cut out all of this here over. So we won't be using any of that. So let's go ahead and trim on our score lines. Get in, make sure I'm in the frame here. So we're going to trim up our score lines like so. Remember, this is the base of our box here, so we're cutting the sides out of the base of the box to where it can fold on that score line. Now we're going to turn our paper and trim out to there, and then we are going to trim up and then trim across here. See that score line better. Okay, so we got those pieces trimmed off. Discard those. And so we have that all done. Now we're going to work on this side. Remember, we're going to trim here on the score line. Let me zoom out just a smidge. Always go in. Okay, so we're going to trim here all the way to our tab there. And then we're going to trim all the way up to the base there, and that takes that corner piece out. And then we're just going to cut across here to trim this out, and that will be all of the trimming that we need to do. All the main trimming, that is. So our next thing to do is to go through on all of our tabs. So we got a tab here, here, down here, and over here. And we're going to cut the corners out like so. That makes the box fit together much nicer, and it also just kind of gives it a nice finished look. Okay, just go through and trim all those out. And one more. Go all the way through to that one. Okay, so trash out of the way. So now we're going to add our score tape. And this is 1/4 inch if I haven't already stated that. So we're going to add all of our score tape to our tabs. I use scissors to trim mine, so people can use their fingers, or it looks like they use a acrylic block, but I still can't seem to get it to tear properly. So I'm going to go through and add our tape down to our tabs to where they will be ready to go. Okay. This will make a nice, this will make our box hold together nicely. Okay, so now we're going to go through and fold on our score lines. You don't need to use your bone folder. This paper folds nicely. Just go through and fold on all your score lines. Fold your tabs in and your base. Okay, so now I'm going to start over here with this tab, and I'm going to pull the back off of the sticky there, and I'm going to go through and line it up with the edge there, press it down. Okay, and then we're going to do the same for this tab. Going to go through and pull the backing off that as well. Okay, if you hear licking, that is my dog. He is in here with me. He likes to lick, so I'm going to stick that one down. Now I'm going to pull this corner here off of this piece just a little bit, pull it back, and then I'm going to tack down this other tab slightly to where it'll kind of hold it in place until we're ready to put the back on. So it tacks that down. And then backing off of both of those, and just take your time lining it up with the corner. Okay, got it all pressed down nice and neat. I don't see my, use our paintbrush to press some of that down. I think I put my bone folder back into the thing, to the scoreboard. So there we have it. We have a nice box that is ready for our pumpkins. Now I'm going to take my little pumpkin here, and I didn't mention this, but you do need some adhesive. I'm using an ATG gun, and just to attach these, it don't have to be nothing heavy because it sticks nicely, it stays on nicely. And I like to, let's see if I can do this laying it down, put the base of the pumpkin to where it's just on the base of the box, like that. Put it over and push it down good. So we got one. So let me add the adhesive to the back of this one. You can use liquid glue if you have any other kind of tape runner. I'm just using my ATG gun because I have it and I am almost out of my Snell glue. So let's see there. Okay, I got a cute little box with cute little pumpkins on it. Now you could do just one, but I thought, what the hey, I'm just going to do two, make it look really nice. Now you take your little paper filler stuff and stick it down, and you want to have some of these sticking out because it looks kind of cute. It kind of reminds me of hay sticking out of the box. So you got straw or something down in there. Like I said, I already had my candy in a bag, and I'm going to try to see if I can get this down in here. Might have to undo it and rearrange some of the candies because I might have got it down in there too tight to where I can't get it to. There we go. Go in the box with the box looking obese. Okay, so we got our few little tags hanging. So we got our candy in our box. And add our, these are the little ties that come with the little clear bags from the Dollar Tree. Okay, and then I'm going to fluff up my bag. Make sure it's all up, and then trim off the top because I don't want that much excess. Okay. Got our cute little box here. Okay, so next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Chanel stem, and I'm going to take something, I'm just going to use this, it'll be skinnier. Something round, and we're going to just wrap it around and kind of give, we're going to do a coil. Coiling up the Chanel stem. Just to make it cute. And I use a whole one. You can use probably a half one, but I use a whole one for this because I kind of tie it around. You probably use it as a twist tie rather than using the little cheapy silver ones that come with the bags, because sometimes those can be a pain to get out. So I kind of am pulling it to kind of open it up a little bit. And then I'm going to wrap this around the bottom, or around the twine twist tie. I'll get it out in a minute. I'm going to twist it. Okay, I'm going to hang out the bottom like so. Now I'm going to take my raffia, and this is kind of a hodgepodge raffia. I don't know. You know, it came from the dollar store, so I'm not going to complain too much. But I'm just going to pull some and trim it off, just to get a few pieces here. Hope that's long enough. And then I'm going to tie a bow. Around the top of this. Actually, let me start that over. Wrap it around my... There we go. Wrap it around like this. Is what I did the other one. It made it hang on a bit better. Plus it covered up that knot there a little bit better. There we go. Tie a bow. And kind of fluff your raffia. Okay, and that's pretty much it. And you go through and squish up your little vines, I guess that's what those are. I think this is a really cute project. I'm not really sure on pricing on this. I haven't got to sit down and think about it. Go through and do some figuring on the cost of the products that I used. But it's a cute little gift. I could see this sitting on somebody's desk at work. Somebody giving somebody a little something for Thanksgiving, or for as a thank you gift in the fall. The candy's really good. It's the, like I said, it's the Pumpkin Spice Werther's chewy caramels, and so you know, it's a cute, nice little gift for somebody to give. But I'm thinking $3 to $4 for these. Like I said, I gotta sit down and really figure it out first before I decide. Depends on what my market will bear. So, but anyway, so that's the little project that I wanted to share with y'all. I am probably going to put a little tag on here that says to from or something like that. I have to think about that one a little bit, and probably will use a little punch out a tag and tie it on with some baker's twine or something to hang right in here somewhere. But I thought these were some really cute little things. You can just switch these out. You can even do jack-o'-lanterns if you wanted to do more of a Halloween theme. But yeah, cute little nice gift that I wanted to share with you guys that you can do possibly for a craft fair, or to give as a gift. I was wanting to, never mind to mention for the pumpkin here, I'm using this quilter's ruler. The pumpkin in the width is roughly 3 3/4 wide. From bottom of the pumpkin to the stem is 3 1/2. So that give you an idea about how big my pumpkin is, if you decide to do this project. So anyways, if you like my videos, please subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and hopefully I will be back with you with more craft fair videos in the near future. Thanks for watching.